Okay, so hey Tina, I've chosen The Hill We Climb by Amanda Gorman, and maybe I would cut once or twice in this video. Yeah. Okay. Uh, The Hill We Climb was performed at Joe Biden's inauguration in 2021, and the poem addresses themes as resilience, unity, and just hope for a better future. And it also reflects on the challenges and the divisions the nation has faced, emphasizing that the country is not perfect, but is striving towards something more like inclusive and more than just a society, you could say. Gorman highlights the importance of looking forward, and looking forward together, and also to heal and to grow together. So yeah, I will start going through the communication situation, and then I'll focus on the rhetorical features, and then I'll connect it to the overall theme, the American dream, and also the related text, and then to sum up a short conclusion. So yeah, if we start about the sender is Amanda Gorman. She's a young black woman and a poet, and her identity plays a big role in the message and in the poem. She says here, a skinny black girl descended from slaves, and now she's reciting a poem for the president, and that's a strong use of ethos, but it also represents the American dream and how far you can come from something. So yeah, I would say the receivers are the American people, and maybe the rest of the world watching. She speaks to everyone, but maybe especially to people who may have been feeling excluded before. And her message is very clear. It is America is not broken, but it's unfinished. And yeah, I have a quote here. Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. And that's a very central and powerful quotation from the poem, where she emphasizes hope and the possibility for growth and improvement for the United States. And it's not broken, but it's still in progress. So you could say that democracy and hope are worth fighting for, and she reminds people of that here. You could also say that the context is quite important too. The poem was written after the Capitol riot and during COVID-19, where the country was very divided, and her poem tries maybe to heal or to inspire people to say that this is time now to come together and strive towards a better future for the nation. So yeah, if we look at the appeal forms and argumentation, she uses all three appeal forms very good and very effective. First, ethos, where she builds credibility by using her own story, and she shows that she's a part of the American dream and the American experience. And then pathos, where she says here, even as we heard, we hoped, where she touches our emotions, and that's very powerful quote, because she speaks to us as a collective plane, and resilience. And yeah, finally logos, where she argues that peace and progress come from unity and not violence. And I have a quote here: victory won't line the blade, but in all of the bridges we've made. And there's a very strong quotation too, that makes her argument clear, that the American dream is not something that just handed to us. It's something that we have to build together, and that's the only way we can achieve it. So yeah, if going further to the rhetorical features. She uses anaphora, where she says we will rise, repeated several times to give rhythm, strength, and hope to the poem and to the hope for the people. But it's also to make her message even more clear. And then she uses antithesis, where she says we are not broken, we are simply unfinished, where she puts them upside together, and we are not broken. That's quite negative, and we're simply unfinished. That's quite positive. When she turns something negative into a more positive thing, and she contrasts them to each other. She also uses rhetorical question. Here, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? Where she take the idea of fear and making us feel strong. So yeah, she also uses metaphors like the hill we climb, which represents the difficult journey that they're in towards something bigger and towards something justice and equality, and there's also some symbolism, especially here when she says light. She uses the words light and shade, where light stands for hope and shades stands for division. So yeah, and she also uses personification, where she says history has its eyes on us, and that adds quite a lot of pressure, I would say, to the moment that they're in, and maybe some importance to really make people see what situation they're in, and then need to act on it. And then you could also create some semantic fields about the poem. If you take a word like hope, you can put it into light, down, race, and bridges, which are all very positive words. And if you take the word struggle, you could put them into perspective with shade, loss, and catastrophe. And that's quite negative. So yeah, these contracts reflects on the tension in the American society, but also the chance for them to change. And she also uses a lot of inclusive language, like we, our, and us, and that makes the audience feel involved in the poem. To the overall theme, the American dream. Amanda Gorman's version of the American dream is pretty modern, I would say, where it's not about being wealthy or perfect. It's about purpose and progress and unity. She says here, we're striving to forge a union with purpose, committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man. And that's a dream where everybody belongs, and it don't matter which color or culture you're from, and that the past is something to be repaired but not forgotten. And then her personal story also shows that the dream is real. And you can also put that into perspective with the Great Melting Pot and the words connected to the American dream as liberty, hope, the Statue of Liberty, equality, and the positive words like that. If we are to put it into perspective with another text, you can say that her poem can be compared to Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream poem, where both texts speak about justice, unity, and also change. Both texts use repetition, metaphors, and also historical references. But Gorman updates the dream a bit, where she includes more voices and speak on today's generation. Yeah. And to sum up, her poem, Amanda Gorman's poem, is more than just poetry. It's a political statement and a personal message where she uses language, emotions, and her own story to inspire people to take action. Where her message is very clear, that there's light of the end of the tunnel. So yeah, Amanda Gorman's version, The Hill We Climbed, reflects Martin Luther King's version, emphasizing that America is still in progress. Like King, Gorman believes in the power of hope, unity, and collective action to build more than just an inclusive nation. Yeah. Thank you, and I have my paper here. So.